ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादं सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुत देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महवदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। यदद्वैतं ब्रह्मोपनिषदि तदप्यस्य तनुभुभा य आत्मन्तर्यामि पुरुष इति सोऽस्यं स विभावः। सादैश्वर्यपूर्णो यैह भगवान् स स्वयमायं न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परमिह। राधा कृष्ण प्रणय विकृतिर्ह्लादिनी शक्तिरस्मात् एकात्मनावपि भुवि पुरा देहभिदं गतौ तौ। चैतन्यक्यं प्रकाशमधुना तद्वयं चैक्यमाप्तं श्रद्धभावजिति सुवलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम्। चिराददत्तं निजगुप्तवित्तं स्वप्रेमनममृतमत्युदारो आपामरं यो विततार गौरा कृष्णो जनेभ्यस्तमहं प्रपद्ये। गौरा सच्चरितमृतमृतनिधि गौरं सदैव स्तुवे। गौरेण प्रथितं रहस्य भजनं गौराय सर्वं ददे। गौरदस्ति कृपालुरत्र न परो गौरस्य भृत्यो भवम्। गौरे गौरवमाचरामि भगवन् गौरप्रभो रक्षमम्। मधुरे मधुभिः सुगन्धि भजन स्वर्णं भुजनं वनं कारुण्यामृतनिर्झरै उपचिता सत्प्रेम हिमाचला। भक्तं बोधरधरणी विजयनी निष्कम्पसंवापली दैवो न कुलदैवतं विजयतं चैतन्य कृष्ण हरि। आज्ञानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। अनर्पितचरिं चिरात् करुणयावतीर्णः कलौ समर्पयितुमुनतोज्ज्वलरसं स्वभक्तिश्रियम्। हरिपुरतसुन्दरद्युति कदम्ब सञ्जीविता सदा हृदय कन्दरे स्फुरतु वा शचीनन्दनः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देव रतिमति भवे भज हेमकल्पतर वरुदाता। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देव रतिमति भवे भज प्रेम कल्पतरु वरदाता। शिवराज रजानंदन राधिका जीवन धन अपरूप सबकाता। नवद्वीपे अवतारी राधा भव अंगीकारी सौरकांति अंगेर भूषण। तीन पंच अभिलाषी शचि गर्भे परकाशी संगिलोया परिषद गुण। गौर हरि अवतारी प्रेमेर बदर करी साधिल मनेर चिन्ह काजा। राधिकार प्राणपति किबा भावे कंदे नीति इह बुझे भक्त समाज। इह बुझे भक्त समाज। इह बुझे भक्त समाज। Uttamadama kichuna bachila jachiya jilaka kola. Kahe premananda emana gauranga hridaya dhariya bola. Bhaja gauranga kaha gauranga loya gauranga namare. Jai jana gauranga bhaje Jai Hare Amara Pranare, Jai Jana Gauranga Bhaje, Jai Hare Amara Pranare. Yasyaiva Padambuja Bhakti Labhya Premam Vidana Parama Pumartha Tasmai Jagan Mangala Mangalaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Ananda Lila Maya Vigrahaya Hema Vadibhyo Chavisundaraya Tasmai Mahapremarasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste Yamnaptam Karmanishtar Nacha Samadhigatam Yatta Pudhyana Yogair Vairagyaistyagatatvastutibhirapi nayattarkitam chapi kaschit Govinda premabhajamapi na chakalitam yadrahasyam swayam tan Namnaiva pradurasi davatarati pare yatratam naumi gauram Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Dvaita Chandra Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, my dear devotees, Hare Krishna, I am very happy to see you again. And today we have a great opportunity to listen from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We continue listen and also from Srila Prabhupada class. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj gave class on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, very important class, and we will also go through this and okay. So Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, first chapter, text number 1, number 2, yeah, day 2. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauradaye Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamonudo Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauradaye Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo. Let me read the shloka. Oh. Vande, I offer respectful obeisances. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, to Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, and to Lord Nityananda. Saha Uditaos, simultaneously arisen. Gauda Udaya, on the eastern horizon of Gauda. Pushpavantao, the sun and moon together. Chitra, wonderful. Shamdao, bestowing benediction, Tamahnudao, dissipating darkness. The translation: I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. There is no commentary, no purport. We just listen from Srimad Srila Prabhupada's class on this text. Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna Chaitanya, he has got manifold expansion. The first expansion is Prakasha, Swayam Prakasha, Balarama. And Nityananda is Balarama. Brajendra Nandana Jay Sachisuta Hoilo Se, Balarama Hoilo Nitai. Then Prabhupada saying, we have to understand it from the Mahajana, Narottam Das Thakur. Sometimes some foolish people interpret Nityananda as expansion of Radharani, but that is not the fact. Nityananda is Balarama. We have to know it from Mahajana. Like last time we were discussing how it is important to understand everything in Tattva Vichar, in absolute consideration, not in Apara Vichar. There are two types of consideration. And accordingly to Shastra, accordingly to Tattva, Balarama is expansion of Lord Krishna. Nityananda is Balarama. Nityananda is expansion of Nityananda is Balarama, is not different than Balarama. So why so much confusion is there? Because we don't understand who is Radharani. Radharani is Shakti of Krishna, and also at the same time she also, all Shakti depends on Radharani. This Ahladini Shakti, the pleasure-giving potency of Lord Krishna, but at the same time, all Shakti depends on Ahladini Shakti. So even Balarama, he is doing his seva by the mercy of Radharani, but that doesn't mean he is expansion of Radharani. He is expansion of Krishna. So later we will discuss that Radha Krishna Eka Tattva. If we say Godhead, we say Radha Krishna. We cannot say just only Krishna. Therefore we say Sri Krishna. Sri means his Shakti. And Krishna is Shaktiman. And here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, before starting Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, he, first of all, he asked blessings from Guru Tattva. Before we were hearing from the first verse, that was Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Chatat Chakti Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. So, if first of all he paying obeisances towards all gurus, Gurun, and then to Nityananda Prabhu, Isha Bhaktan, Isham Shavatarakan, Tat Prakasham Tat Chakti Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. This means all Panchatattva. This Srivas Thakur, then Gadadhar, then Advaita Acharya, then Nityananda, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then second verse is glorifying Lord Nityananda. Because Lord Nityananda, how we can accept Nityananda from Mahajana? Then another question is coming. Who is Mahajana? Now people so much fighting because they don't like with their own leaders. In society they fighting against their leaders. So many in many countries like that. But who is the real leader? The real leader of society is Mahajan. So we should understand that actually who can really lead people towards immortal condition, that is only Mahajan. We cannot manufacture our own idea, Prabhupada said. And when we sing Jatamat Tatapat, it is like, is not accepted by Mahajan. It means Jatamat Tatapat. That means every mat, every temple, every way. You can choose the way you like. But Mahajanas never say like that. The real Mahajanas, they say there is only one way. Like we can say, actually people, they're bewildered. They're thinking Christian tradition, Muslim tradition, Hindu religion, Muslim religion, Christian religion. They just like different religions. Actually, it's not like that. It's different type of faith, different type of tradition, but religion is one. Religion is to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to know Him, and that is religion. So therefore, people fighting. Oh, like last time I was giving class online, somebody asked, why you accepted Hindu religion? And I said, I accepted Sanatana Dharma. And he said, hey, you don't know what you're saying. Sanatana Dharma is oppression of people. I was laughing because who wrote this? He is Indian, actually. An Indian person is writing down this type of commentary against Sanatana Dharma. That is Kali Yuga, because people are not following Mahajanas. They manufacture their own ideas. And actually, real Sanatana Dharma, real religion, never deals with oppression, suppression of the people. But if we are not following Mahajanas, everything can happen. So this is the system. We have to follow Mahajana. In Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu strictly followed this principle. Krishna also recommended. Evam parampara praptam. We have to receive knowledge through the disciplic succession. Mahajanagata. You cannot manufacture this concoction, and that Srila Prabhupada said in this class. Not I saying, Srila Prabhupada is saying that class, which it was 26 March 1975. Prabhupada said, this concoction has killed the spiritual life of India. You can think any way, you can think in my way, that is not at all scientific. You cannot think 2 plus 2 equal to 3 or 5. It's not right. You cannot think, it's not correct. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Only that is only supported. So, Srila Prabhupada said, the problem is concoction. We have to accept our tradition, our dhara, our line as it is. Like, what is our dhara? We say we follow Srila Prabhupada. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur called this Bhaktivinoda dhara. Or we can say Saraswata dhara. And what Prabhupada was teaching, is it different from what Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur teaching? No different. Therefore, we also follow Saraswata dhara, Bhaktivinoda dhara. And this is Rupanuga dhara, Rupa Raghunatha dhara. The main acharyas in our line, Rupa and Raghunatha Goswami, they the associate of Lord Chaitanya. So, Srila Prabhupada continues, Nityananda means Prakasha. Swayam Prakasha means Balarama. And Balarama is, he said, I mean to say, presenting Krishna. Therefore, Balarama is Guru Tattva. When we are saying that Krishna is showering mercy through his representative, the meaning is that through Balarama. Balarama or Nityananda. We can say Guru Nityananda, Nityananda Balarama. He is exhibiting Krishna. Why it is important that somebody will exhibit Krishna? Prakasha means he is presenting Krishna. And Prabhupada gives example, just like where there is a sunshine, where you can see everything very correctly. That is called Prakasha. Of course, sun is there, but sun also with sunshine. Maybe sun is very far from us, but we can perceive sunshine. That is Guru Tattva. Therefore, without understanding Guru Tattva, you cannot understand Godhead. You cannot understand God. Who is God? That is very important. And in the darkness, everything is covered. At night, we cannot see. But during daytime, there is prakasha or illumination. Then we can see everything. So, Nityananda Prabhu is Balarama. Balarama is Prakasha Tattva. And Gurudev is Balarama Prakasha Tattva. That is correct definition of Guru. Guru is Balarama Prakasha Tattva. Guru is the Prakasha of Balarama, we can say. Balarama Hoila Nitai. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Nityananda is exhibiting him. So when the Supreme Personality of Godhead is coming, also Balarama is coming with him. When Nityananda was preaching in Bengal, he first of all delivered Jaga and Madhya. You can imagine what happened. They were beating Nityananda Prabhu with pot. So the head of Nityananda Prabhu's head was bleeding very, very mercilessly. But Nityananda Prabhu still, he wanted to show mercy on them. The topmost rascals, this Jaga and Madhya, and he wanted to embrace Madhya. That is Nityananda Prabhu. He don't see any difference. Who is fallen, who is elevated, who is qualified, who is non-qualified. He wants to give mercy of Mahaprabhu to everybody. And Sri Krishna Chaitanya appeared there with Sudarshan Chakra. He wanted to chop off the head of this Jaga and Madhya. But Nityananda Prabhu, instead, he said to him, in this form, you cannot kill anybody. You cannot kill anybody. You came only to show mercy. So Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful than Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Sri Krishna Chaitanya means Krishna himself. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. Radha Krishna combined together is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And Nityananda is exhibiting Krishna Chaitanya Deva. So how can one exhibit Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? By his personal example, Nityananda Prabhu has given us lesson. By this, then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sending his devotees to preach, and Nityananda Prabhu was doing that, he used to go with Haridas Thakur to preach on the street from home to home. So when they saw, oh, what is a big crowd is there on the street? So Nityananda Prabhu inquired from the people, why there is so many people assembled? So they said, there are two gundas, rogue people. They creating some troubles. Oh, the gundas. Their business is to create trouble, that's all. And Srila Prabhupada said, every one of us we know, especially at the present moment in Bengal, at that time, gundas were disturbing the devotees in ISKCON Mayapur. Yeah, this is due to lack of preaching of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada is saying, why gundas? So many gundas. Why gundas are very strong? Because that is due to lack of preaching of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, so many troubles in the world, in the countries. You take southeast countries, so many troubles are there due to gundas because of that. Because lack of preaching of Krishna consciousness. So that means Nityananda Prabhu is not given the chance, Prabhupada said. Nityananda Prabhu is very eager to preach, but he is not given chance. So we should give the chance to Nityananda Prabhu to preach. Then the situation in the world will be changed. Very, very important. So now then later we will discuss how to give this chance to Nityananda Prabhu. Actually, those who are proud of becoming descendants of Nityananda Prabhu said, like in Bengal there is a family, they say Nityananda Vamsha, we are from Nityananda Prabhu. So Prabhupada said, apart from controversy, even their descendants from Nityananda Prabhu, actually they are not from Nityananda Prabhu family. They just were from the line of Virachandra Goswami, Nityananda Prabhu son. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu had no son. And Srila Gauragovinda Swami said he accepted Virachandra as his own son, like his own son. But he didn't have any son. So therefore, sometimes it is said, we are from family of Nityananda Prabhu. Sometimes it is said like that. Some acharyas have different opinion on that case. That is also happening. But Srila Gauragovinda Swami Maharaj said, I accept his authority anyway. So even they are called we from Nityananda Vamsha, but their business is to act like Nityananda Prabhu. I know the story from Nityananda Vamsha. Actually, I heard this story from Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj. He spoke that once one devotee came from Nityananda Vamsha. He was that time Acharya there, from Nityananda's line. Actually, Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, he knew this story maybe when he came to the temple and they have Srila Prabhupada a photo on the altar. So he asked, and he explained that this devotee, when he guru left, was leaving this world, he said to his devotee, to his disciple, who should be next Acharya, he said, you go to Prabhupada and you take shiksha from him. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is the real expansion of Lord Nityananda, he said. So this devotee came to Srila Prabhupada. I don't know the name. I wonder, actually I want to get more information about it. But anyway, I heard this story. And I believe it true. So he came to Srila Prabhupada and asked, can I accept shiksha from you? And that was another line actually. We are our line and Nityananda line, but Srila Prabhupada said, yes, I gave you instruction. Take sannyas and go preaching in the West. And he said, I did it. I took sannyas from Prabhupada and I opened center in the West. And I'm very happy. So Srila Prabhupada never see, oh, this is our people, not our people, our line, not our line. He was supporting all followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they so much respecting him. So he said here in this class, so descendants of Nityananda Prabhu, descendants from Nityananda Prabhu, their business is also to act like Nityananda Prabhu. So Narottam Das Thakur described, Papi Tapi Jata Chilo Hariname Uddharilo Tarasaki Jagai Madhai. Tarasaki Jagai Madhai. This is the business of Nityananda Prabhu along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vrajendra Nandana Jai Sachisuta Hoilo Se Balarama Hoilo Nitai. Okay. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, their identification is Lord Krishna and Balarama. And now in the incarnation, these two brothers, they were engaged as cowherd boy and friends of the gopis, sons of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. That is actually life in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada said. Krishna and Balaram, they are village cowherd boys. That is the early age history of Krishna Balarama. And their another business, when they went to Mathura, they killed Kamsa and the wrestlers. And then again, when they went to Dwaraka, they had to fight with so many demons. But their childhood life up to 16th year, they were in Vrindavan, happy life, simple life, Srila Prabhupada, simple life. That is paritranaya sadhunam. Sadhus, devotees, they are always anxious to see Krishna, Balarama and their associates. They are always very much aggrieved on account of separation. To give them rejuvenation of life, Krishna and Balarama played their childhood days in Vrindavan. And out of Vrindavan, beginning from Mathura up to Dwarka and other places, the business was Vinashaya Chadushkritam, killing. So they have got two businesses. One for pacifying the devotees and the other is to kill the demons. That is connected with two main qualities of Krishna. One quality is Aishwarya, and another quality is Madhurya. The killing of demons is Aishwarya quality. Because Vrindavan Krishna never killed any demons. Only Vasudeva Krishna is killing. But Madhurya is, we can say, Paritrana Sadhunam. The way how to pacify sadhu, how to give consolation to sadhus who are very much aggrieved on account of separation with Krishna. So, of Krishna and Balarama, they are absolute truth. So there is no difference between killing and loving, actually, Prabhupada said. And it's all transcendental here. Those who were killed, they were also delivered from this material bondage. Some people don't understand Bhagavad Gita also in this case. Gandhi also could not understand. Gandhi was preaching ahimsa, non-violence, but actually he was accused in violence finally. So, and because it is not possible to follow this non-violence externally like he did in this material world, but on the spiritual and the absolute platform, loving and killing, there is no difference. So we should climb, we should be lifted to the absolute platform. We should get absolute consideration of everything. Actually, there is no need to kill. If you are in absolute platform, there is no need to kill. But demons, they need to be killed. That is the situation. Because they don't know any other language. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna, he utilized this Shakti when on the Kurukshetra battlefield. Here also said Sahodito. That means they simultaneously have appeared. Not that one has appeared, another is not there. The both of them together. Nityananda and Shri Chaitanya, and they compared with the sun and moon. Somebody can say, but Nityananda, he appeared 16 years before Mahaprabhu. So what does it mean? Actually, when Nityananda appeared, Mahaprabhu appeared. They together, when Mahaprabhu appeared, Nityananda appeared. Nityananda Prabhu, where he was in Vrindavan that time. In Vrindavan, in I forgot this place name. When Nityananda Prabhu, he was crying like never crying, because now Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared. So all life Nityananda Prabhu before was only waiting the appearance of Mahaprabhu. He was traveling everywhere, wandering, like Balaramji is doing, like the same. He was sannyasi, and then he was staying in Vrindavan. And when he felt that Mahaprabhu appeared, he could not control himself. And he immediately he go. Yes, not immediately. Yeah. Slowly he came to Navadvip. And Mahaprabhu became Vaishnava. Mahaprabhu appeared, he manifested his Vaishnava Leela. And Nityananda Prabhu came there. So, Sahodito, they compared with the sun and moon. What is the business of sun and moon? Is to dissipate darkness. The sun rises during daytime and the moon rises at night. But this sun and moon, wonderful sun and the moon, Chitrao, they have appeared together. But the business is the same. Tamo nudao. Tamo nudao means to dissipate the darkness. Because we are all in darkness. Anyone who is in this material world, he is in darkness. Darkness means ignorant, no knowledge. So Prabhupada is saying they are mostly animals. Why they are animals? So civilized men, so well dressed, and university education degrees. Why they are in darkness? Yes, they are in darkness. So what is the proof? The proof is that they are not Krishna conscious. Yeah. We can call it as Hindu religion, Muslim religion, we can call it any religion. This is only tradition actually. But religion is one. If people are not God conscious, Krishna conscious, so that means they are in darkness. Therefore so much violence is taking place. So much violence in this world. So what we can do? We have to preach Krishna consciousness. That was feeling of Nityananda Prabhu. And Srila Prabhupada expressed this feeling. And he said, this is a proof that is there darkness. And what do they know about Krishna? So everyone is ignorant, dark. So that is the proof. Krishna says. We do not say, Prabhupada said. Krishna says. How does he say? Namam dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama maya apahrita jnana. Apahrita jnana means although they have got university degrees, although they are called civilized, advanced in material civilization, but maya apahrita jnana. Their degrees, because they don't know Krishna truly, and therefore do not surrender to Krishna. Which Krishna is canvassing personally. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. He is personally canvassing because these rascals and fools, they are in darkness. They do not know what is the goal of life. So Krishna is so kind that he is canvassing. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So this is the philosophy. Prabhupada says, so still they are not doing so. They are not surrendering. Why? Naradhama, because the lowest of the mankind, Naradhama. How they have become Naradhama? How they become Naradhama? Is the question. Dushkritina, always committing sinful life. So what is sinful life? Illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling. Because they are addicted to these things, they are Dushkritina in Naradhama, lowest of the mankind. You see the condition of our society today. And whatever knowledge they are acquiring by so-called education, it is only false knowledge. Maya Pakrita Jnana, this is the position. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, they descended again, being merciful. They came, this is the same as Krishna. Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachisuta Hoilo say. This is important. Krishna also came for the same purpose, but in a different way. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to drive away this darkness. The same as Krishna, the same principle was there. There is no difference between Krishna's preaching and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching. So there is no difference. The difference is that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is demanding that you rascal, Prabhupada is saying, you surrender unto me. You are suffering so much, so you are rascal. I am your father. I want to see you happy. Therefore I have come. Surrender unto me. I shall give you all protection. Am tam saropape bhyo. So you are suffering on account of your dushkriti, all sinful activities. Whatever you are doing, it is only sinful activities. And Prabhupada is saying, except Krishna consciousness activities, whatever you do, that is sinful. But they have been summarized into 4 principles. Therefore, Prabhupada gave these 4 principles. You can summarize all sinful activities of modern society. Illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. That is a summary. But otherwise, of these activities, there are many, many branches, Prabhupada. Many branches of these 4 types of sinful activities. But if you cut the root, the other activities will go. The root is illicit sex, gambling, and meat eating, Prabhupada said, and intoxication. And therefore, we who are propagating Krishna consciousness movement, we are just requesting that you give up this sinful life. Otherwise, you will be implicated again. And what is that implication? The implication is that your sinful life will get your next body, which is also sinful. And again you suffer. Suffering there is. And as soon as you get material body, there is suffering. It may be a king's body, or it may be a cobbler's body. It doesn't matter, the suffering is there. Yeah, very important. Very important thing that we are suffering and we have to accept it. But because these people are Maya Pakrita Jnana, they are accepting suffering as pleasure. This is called Maya. Prabhupada gave very simple definition. What is Maya's business? Maya is making truth untruth. Maya is making truth untruth. Maya is making reality illusion, and illusion makes reality. It is Maya. Maya miyate iti maya. That means what can be measured, and the way of measuring is called maya. When we are starting measuring in this material world, that means we are measuring. There are 3 types of dimension in this material world, and we're measuring everything: weight, height, and length. And we are thinking we know something. We thinking we can know something. So we just look at the person and saying, "Oh, he is Videshi. He is Westerner." Yeah. Why he accepted Hindu culture? Because we are measuring. We're looking. Oh, how he looks like. His skin is like that. Oh yeah, he's not Indian. Oh, this man. Oh, he's from Africa. Oh, that is only measuring. By measuring, you cannot understand anything. And you just thinking, oh, now I know the way how to live in this world. I can calculate, can measure. But again, you will get trouble. So that better we accept that there is material world is full of suffering, and that is Maya. We are suffering, but thinking it is good pleasure. And Prabhupada is saying, just like a pig, he's eating stew and he's thinking he's enjoying life. This is called ignorant. He doesn't know that he is suffering. So Maya is given his body to suffer, but even in the pig's body, he's thinking, oh, I'm enjoying, very nice stew. That is called Maya. Mohitam na bijanati mamebhya paramam avyayam. It is called illusion. Everywhere, everyone in this material world, they are suffering in different grades. It's like in the prison house, Prabhupada said, the first class, second class, third class, different type of prisoners there. So now we want to become the first class prisoner, yeah? India wants to become first class. And we are thinking we are enjoying life, but that is ignorance. You should know that this is the prison house. So where we can get enjoyment? Only suffering? Yeah. First class suffering, second class suffering, third class suffering. But this is suffering. So they are all in the darkness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu appeared to dissipate Tamo Nudao, to dissipate the darkness of the whole human society. And that is their kindness. So Nityananda Prabhu being Prakasha, he is manifesting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is conversing the same thing. And Mahaprabhu is conversing to accept Krishna consciousness. And to accept Krishna consciousness through the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu and other their assistants. It is easier to go through them. Therefore, we see practically, Prabhupada is saying, we have taught our disciples to chant first of all the Panchatattva, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So through the mercy of this Panchatattva, easily we can approach Krishna. And Prabhupada say, otherwise, how it is possible? These Europeans, Americans, they did not know what is Krishna. 4 or 5 years ago, they were unknown. How they have become so devotee of Krishna, so that 10,000 miles crossing over the sea, they have come here at Mayapur. Unless they have got developed love for this. Their coming is not so easy from neighboring villages, but it costs. They have spent lakhs of dollars, $1 equal to 8 rupees now, different. And they have come here. Why? Through the mercy of Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhupada gave this, said in that class. So, and also Argunath Das Goswami, he is saying, Namashreshtam manumapi sachi putramatra swarupam rupam tasyagrajam urupurim madhurim goshtavachim randakundam I forgot. That is Shiguruntam Natosmi. I'm very much grateful. Radha Kundam Girivaramaho. Yeah. Madhurim Goshtavatim. Yeah. Shiguruntam Natosmi. Yeah. That means I'm indebted to my Gurudev, Shri Gurudev, because he gave me so much. He gave me a lot. He gave me, first of all, the highest conception of the holy name of Krishna. This is the topmost form of the sound, consisting the topmost form, full of hope, full of everything I need. And he also gave me opportunity to serve our Savior, Patita Pavana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Savior of the fallen souls, and his very dear associate, Swarupa Damadara. And he also allowed me to enter into association of Sri Rupa Goswami, who is appointed to spread the greatest treasure of the heart, the greatest love, bhakti, prema bhakti. And Gurudev also gave me Sri Sanatana Goswami, who gives Sambandha Jnana to me. That means the true understanding of our relationship with Krishna. And Gurudev also gave me Mathura Mandala, which helps me to remember Radha and